obey him, I'm obeying you. If I love him, I love you. If I follow him, he's going to bring me to you, my creator. That's why Allah ordered us to fast. There's not a greater sword on the neck of the ego to make it throw its hands up and say, okay, I get it. What you want me to do? That's why when you're about to break your fast, you get happy as heck. Saw Jaffa last night gonna break his fast. He was gripping his hand. His ego was saying, hey, Master Jaffa, when you gonna feed me? But the ego is so polite when you're gonna fast. It just gets happy. Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. You didn't not whipped it, you done whooped it down. It's ready to do anything you want to do. And the ego is powerful, and that's the way you got to treat it. Look at the fasting. The fasting ain't all that easy now. How many times you go by and you see people drinking and eating and doing all kind of stuff, and your nose is even keener then than any other time? You could go over to have your air conditioner on your car, and you could smell sense onions and peppers and stuff all coming through your nose. You like, where's it coming from? Everywhere. There's no time you're more sensitive. There's no more time than your organs are able to get power because they are resting. There's no power that you begin to understand something more of yourself. There's no greater time than when you're fasting, but it's the worst time for the ego. Only the ego is complaining, not the soul. The soul is basking in the greatness of his Lord. That's why Allah says, with all the difficulties you have, but it's just better to fast. If you knew what I knew. For people to understand. And then Shaykh is 91 years old and fasting. His doctor told him it was coming to him to tell him to stop fasting. He says, look, tell this doctor or anybody else, don't come up here and tell me not to fast. Shaykh said everybody was scared to tell him not to fast. SubhanAllah, because the greatness of you, the blessings is just, you can't even count them. Already we've gotten 10 days, more than 10 days, and the first 10 days are mercy. Allah sends, after the first 10 days of fasting, the mercy comes. Can you imagine what that is? You die now, I ain't saying kill yourself, but you go right to paradise. You go straight to paradise. You don't pass go, you don't collect, you just go straight to paradise. You go straight to divine presence. If you're going to go in Ramadan. And the fasting of a faster, the breath of a faster, the smell is like the smell of musk to Allah Almighty. Sweet smell. But if we smell the breath of a faster, we get away as fast as we can. But we ain't worried about y'all. You want the sweet breath, so Allah Almighty can give you the sweet life. Allah says, give me a sweet breath, I give you a sweet life. You just got to stink your breath for a few hours. You think when you go brush your teeth, it stops it? You think a mint, oh, now you can take it, now you can swallow a mint, but you think, oh, just put the spray in there, right? You spit it out, right? That's going to stop that? This is real. This is so real. This is unbelievable. We're having a conversation with our souls. To be obedient servants. To be with those who are obedient servants. Because when you're around those servants that are obedient, their blessings, their barakah falls on us. You become like those you listen to. So find someone to listen to. It makes your heart feels good. And don't leave, because that is the rope of Islam that Allah Almighty is sending to us. You're going to feel that through your heart. If you feel that through your heart, by the words that they give, that is where you're supposed to be. That is where you're supposed to drop your buckets. And that's where you're supposed to split everything. Your mind, your body, your soul, your money, your finance, everything. Because Allah Almighty gives it back to you multiplied. And it begins to help you in this life and the next life forever. Those people know that. And that's why they know that as they give, Allah Almighty gives them more than they give. They never decrease in anything. They always have an increase of everything. They know that secret. Shaykh used to always say that the barakah is in the sadaqah. The blessing is in the giving. Give everything you can. Give your whole being back to your Lord who created. Who would you give it to? Who else would? Shaitan? All he's going to do is take it, abuse it, and misuse it. That's all he's going to do. That's all he's going to do to us. Got us out of sync. You see many Muslims, you can't even tell that they're Muslims unless you sin with their wives. When you start seeing these turbans and these hijabs, you know they're men somewhere. Red turbans for the time now. Don't let nobody talk you out of your red turban. They're jealous. It's a great honor. Your family be honored, your community be honored, the nation is honored for it. Just make worthy that honor by keeping good adab, good manners. And Allah will bless you more. You have to woman Allah tawfiq al-Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Malik yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Come to Salat.